All right. So tonight I wanted to talk about believing in yourself and the power of manifestation. I did this training a couple of weeks ago in Sarah Jones's team page. She's my sponsor. And it went over really well. It was like an end of the month push for my girls. And I thought, why not share it? Again, because we all have good and bad days, weeks, months, and so on. And we all have things that get us down, and we all, could always use a little extra push. So the power of believing in yourself is huge, because if you aren't going to believe in yourself, then nobody else is, to be quite honest. If you aren't putting it out into the universe, and you aren't, telling people that you're awesome, then they don't really have a reason to believe it. That's the same goes with demanding respect, is giving respect and respecting yourself, and then people will respect you. You have to believe in yourself enough to get back up and to keep going, even if things get you down. I want to share a recent struggle and story of mine. Recently, life has kind of thrown me a curveball, and it hasn't been the easiest. Back in April, my son's dad and I were together for almost 5 years. We split up. I had to learn to do things on my own. I had to move out of my apartment. I had to find a new apartment, place for my son and I to live. I had all these bills on my own, and we haven't been maintaining green this summer. It's been a really hard summer, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate. It hasn't been for lack of effort. Now, I'm not saying that I was giving my all I hit green, but it's definitely been a struggle to make ends meet. And that, to me, has been a huge hinder on my life. Money rules my life. And it's one of the things that, as a person myself, makes me tick. It keeps me going. If I am living comfortably, then I'm going to be at my best, and I'm not going to have so many stresses in life.
I ask where Alex's headphones are?
On top of that, I've been trying to date. I've been failing at it miserably. I've been behind on my payments. I've been mentally and physically exhausted and drained. Just trying to keep up with life and keep up with my business. And recently, my ex and I, in a court and custody battle over my son. And to throw something else on top of my life that could make it even more exhausting would be that. He's my why. He's the reason I do this. He's the reason I get up every morning and continue to go to work, and take that away. And what do I have to live for? So on top of that, there comes legal fees. There comes lawyer fees. There comes all these things. And I got to a point the other week where I was at my breaking point. I didn't know what else I could do. I didn't know where to turn. I was so stressed out. I didn't know where to go. So I went to what I was given, and I went to my team, and I went to my leaders and my friends and the people that I'm closest to in this business, my Y sisters. And I told them my deal. I let them into my life. I said, this is what's going on to me. I don't expect you to, do anything. I just need to vent. And I told them, I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue to fight. I believe in me. I believe in this process. I believe in this business and this company, and what it can give us. I've seen what it can do for people's lives, and I'm not going to let this life get the best of me. I'm not going to quit. My son is counting on me, and just because I fell short yesterday doesn't mean that I have to follow suit today. Just because I sucked yesterday, and that doesn't mean I have to suck today. You know, I can keep going and persist and meet my goals. I had to figure out, what do I need to do? What do I need to change to make this happen? A big push was Katie Thompson's 90-day Slay Challenge. I got in that group, and you know, I got my notebook ready, and I was like, I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to do what she's telling me to do, because clearly it works, right? So I did. I made a change. I mentally made a change, physically made a change. I told the universe, I said literally out loud multiple times, enough is enough. I need a win here. I need a win in my life. Give me a win. I'm done living this stressed out life. So I changed my life. I went back to my workout classes. They make me feel good. They make me feel better about myself. I went back to hustling my business, loving on my team, communicating with them, asking them their goals, and helping them to push. I went back to personal development. That is a huge, huge thing that got me to green in the first place. Literally every single day I was doing personal development. When I was at a 9-to-5 desk job, I had my earbuds in every single day, and would listen to Jim Rohn, Eric Worre, Sarah Rockin' Robbins, and then people in our company, Bree Richardson, Sherry Brown. I would listen to Kylie and Liz and Megan, and I would, put all of those things to work. And that's what I had to get back to again. And Tony Robbins has been huge. Him and Les Brown have been huge, getting me back where I need to be. I went back, and you may not be religious, but if you are, I went back and I started talking to God again. I had kind of, left that spirituality out of my life. And I know for me that whenever, life is getting me down, I can go to my spiritual side, and he always provides for me. So literally with all those things that I've done, my life has done a flip. I told my team, I said, hey, I'm still here. We're going to have an amazing fall, an amazing winter. Let's start harvesting our crops. Let's start, following up with all those girls that over the summer we were building relationships with, that we had following us. And let's get them to join us. Let's get them to purchase. Let's get them into the sisterhood, because quite literally it saved so many of our lives. And who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want something to look forward to, something more, a bigger purpose in life? I know before I joined, I was just a mom. I had lost all of my friends. My son was about a year old. I had nobody. I was in a bad relationship, and I didn't like myself. I was at my heaviest weight ever, and I just needed something more. And this company, with our mission to stand behind, has given me more than enough. So I said to my team, I said, we're going to manifest what we want in our lives. We're going to put out into the universe. We are going to move forward. We're not going to look back and dwell on what we didn't do, because that's not getting us anywhere. The only thing that's going to get us somewhere is if we make a change and we continue to push and manifest and tell the universe, this is my future. This is what I want in life. I need a win. I need a break. I need for my life to change. And for that, I forgot my train of thought. anyways, I just wanted to share that with all of that and hustling and pushing my team, we are currently at our fastest we've ever moved in the month. Yesterday, we qualified as pink on the 5th. We are 58% to blue, and my goal is orange this month. I've shared that with them. I've put that out into the universe. I've said I am going to book parties. I am going to get these products on people's faces. I am going to do makeovers and offer everything that I can possibly offer without basically without putting a discount on stuff. I'm going to show people the worth that that my life has now because of this company. I'm going to show them the worth of these products and how amazing they are. And we're going to get there. We're not going to look back, and being awesome is our goal. Basically, those were my notes that I wrote down. Being awesome is our goal, and hitting promotions is our reward. So that's how we're going to look at it. We're not going to focus on the colors, and we're not going to focus on hitting a promotion, because I feel like a lot of the time that that can hinder us, right? That can kind of put the heavy on what we need to do. And we need to just focus on our tasks, on our daily tasks. So every day, take 3 things. What do I need to do? I need to book, I need to sell, and I need to sponsor. So I'm going to wake up in the morning, and I'm going to focus on one. I'm going to focus on selling something. And after I do that, then I'm going to focus on booking a party, or vice versa. I'm going to focus on booking a party. After I do that, I'm going to focus on the sales. Then I'm going to focus on the opportunity and following up. So I think if you take away the pressure that we can put on ourselves at hitting a promotion, because it's just a number. We may need that. We may need that paycheck to survive, and that, maybe our driving force. But just saying that I want green, or I want orange, or I want purple, blah, 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 that's not going to get us where we need to go. What's going to get us there is the tasks that we need to put in between there. And believing in yourself. Just believe. If you believe, everybody else will. And as long as you're consistent and continue to show up every single day, you'll get there. Just keep hustling. Just keep going. Do not stop. And just creating a lot of action in a small amount of time. That's what's going to get us there. So I don't know how long it's been, but that's pretty much all I have. I would say if you have any questions, but I can't hear you. Let me see here. Kylie said, love that.
I was able to unmute myself. So how many of you, by the nod of heads, because we don't want everyone to unmute themselves, but how many of you can relate to having struggles, right? And sometimes we put our back burner on, or our business on the back burner, and we often use our why as our why not. It's like, I'm doing this for my kids. Hey girl, just checking in with you. What's going on this month? Oh, my kids, I'm busy, my kids. So many people use their why as their why not. And like Angela said, that's right now, that's fueling her. That why and this custody battle and the heartache, that's fueling her. And when I started this business, I was in the worst place I'd ever been. I'm blessed with great mental health, but I had something that was outside of my control happen to me. And I was in the worst mental place ever. And I already had a business. I had a 2-year-old. I was married, just bought a new house. And what I quickly realized was it was a positive distraction. So if you have hardship and you have heartache and you have shit that just sucks, like Melina Cornell says, your shit sandwich, that is a time to really ask yourself why you're doing this business and use that to fuel you. Use that to occupy those horrible thoughts that you're having. Use that to move you forward so you stop thinking about that shit sandwich and how much it stinks and it sucks. I'm really glad that you brought this topic up, Angela, because it's hard. Everyone's going through something, and you can let that slow you, hinder you, or even the worst, make you quit. Or you can use that to push you forward. And when you have something that has that much emotion or that much stress or that much anger tied to it, that emotion and that those feelings, funnel that into your business. Get freaking hungry to change what you have and to change the circumstances that you're in. And I just really appreciate you, Angela, bringing that up. I know there's several girls on here who really needed to hear that message. Can you tell us so you mentioned a handful of people that you study and do your personal development with. Can you share some, like maybe a couple of your aha videos that you were like, maybe it was a Tony Robbins or Sarah Robbins. Can you think offhand any specific videos that were like, oh yeah, game on? Angela, can you hear me? Okay, just kidding. Kylie McKay, do you want to add to any of this mindset?
Hey, girl. Angela, I love that. That was so good. And so many of us, hold on, I'm in the car, but it's super dark in here. So many of us, yeah, absolutely, we can relate to that. And I love what Liz said about like the why versus the why not, because I hear it all the time when, especially toward the end of the month, when I reach out to people and I say, oh my gosh, you're so close to this promotion. Yeah, well, it's probably not going to happen because, the kids. And it's just like, usually it's the kids, or it's just I'm too busy or whatever. And that's the thing is we all are like, I mean, my kids are jerks sometimes, but I still love them, and they make it hard to get things done. But the thing is I love them so much, and I love my family, and I see the look on my husband's face when he gets a day off, like on Labor Day weekend. And then I see the look on his face when he goes back to work. And that's what drives me is I want to build this business even bigger because I want to bring him home. And so if you're frustrated at your current situation, why stay frustrated? Like, why? I mean, honestly, it's frustrating to get told no. It's frustrating to get rejected. It's frustrating to get ignored, but it's also frustrating to remain in this super uncomfortable situation that you've been in for a decade. So why not take that as your motivation and run and be a little bit frustrated now so that you don't have to be for the rest of forever? This is a brilliant business model. And, it drives me crazy. There's somebody on my team who I was speaking with yesterday, and she said, oh my gosh, congratulations on your bonus, your BS1 bonus. And I was like, oh, thanks so much. And she goes, I mean, but that's unheard of for anybody that didn't start when you did. And it made me so mad because I thought, like, you're not doing personal development. Because if you were, you would not believe those words at all. There is nobody that can't be black status level 1 and beyond. The thing is a lot of times people just want to give up. They don't even want to try for it because they're afraid of what might happen if they try and they fail. But like Liz said, the worst thing that you can do is to quit. So just decide right now, like, maybe it'll take you 5 to 10 years to get to your goal, but isn't that worth it so that in 5 to 10 years you're living the life that you're dreaming of right now? I love Angela's story because I think so many of us through those summer months, we can relate to that. We can relate to that feeling of being this close, that, wondering if the sky's falling. Like, we all have that Chicken Little syndrome, right? Like, oh my gosh, the sky's falling, my business is falling apart. But the thing is if you continue pushing through, and Lisa Anderson, are you eating chips? I can hear the bag crunching.
Oh.
God love you. It's like loud. But story of my life. Anyway, so, but if you can just push through, you know, this business is not going to be easy. And the problem is we sell it short so often. You guys want to recruit some business builders? Quit telling people it's easy, because it's not easy. The thing is it's simple. It's a simple business that somebody with an 8th grade education could do it. You don't need to be, you know, master's degree to push through and make it in this business, but it is hard work. And that is what we have to remember, is it's not just going to be a piece of cake, piece of pie that you know, post a couple selfies on Facebook and all of a sudden you're making 6 figures a year. You're going to have to work for that. But believe me, you can have it. You can, and you deserve to have it, because if you're willing to work for it, why wouldn't you deserve it, right? So, and your kids deserve that, right? So they deserve somebody to represent to them what it's like to have a mom that didn't quit, what it's like to have a mom that set some goals and worked for them. You know, whether it's in your weight loss, whether it's in your lifestyle or your business, whatever that is, your kids deserve to have that example set before them so that they know they can go after their dreams too, right? So anyway, that's what I got from that. Thank you, Angela, for sharing your heart with us. I think that was amazing. And again, so many of us relate, no matter what your color level, status, how long you've been in the business. I think we can all relate to that feeling of, this is a lot. Life is throwing a lot at me right now. Oh no, Lisa, you're fine. It's no big deal. I think a lot of times we don't realize if we're on mute or not, but no big deal. I eat while I'm watching these videos too. So thank you. I appreciate that.
One thing that I want to add also is I started using Teamzy fairly recently in June, and it saved me so much time. I always talk about working smarter and not harder, and I'm pretty organized and I take massive action, but it gets to the point where it's like I don't even know who to reach out to, and you're like scrolling through Facebook and you get sidetracked. I'm ADD as a mother, and so I'm like, oh, squirrel, that's cute, and so I'm like, this just was really hard. So I started using Teamzy, and shoot, I forgot what I was saying. Working smarter, not harder. Dang it, I lost it. Shoot, Kylie, what did you just end that with? Oh, personal development. I don't know where I was going with the whole Teamzy thing, but I've been reaching out to my teammates, and I'm like, okay, so they're like, I really am horrible at this, and I'm horrible at that. And I'm like, okay, well, what are you doing to get better at it? Well, what do you mean? I'm just complaining about it. Like, I'm not doing anything, so I still suck. I've been telling you this for a month now, and I'm not doing anything. And so, like, if you suck at something, which we all do, and the quicker you can make every single mistake, the quicker you're going to get better. And so when someone or me says, and I'm telling you guys now, do personal development. And that does not mean going on YouTube and watching some unique presenters' videos. That doesn't mean going to YouTube and watching unique presenter videos. That means finding network marketing professionals. There are people out there that have been doing this business for decades. For decades. And so they're going to teach you these simple skills of network marketing. It takes hard work, but it's simple. You need to find people to talk to, which we have Facebook. That makes it easy. Then you need to invite them to look at the business. Invite them, and then you need to present the business. Me and a lot of our leaders use third-party tools. We didn't make that up. We learned that from 7-figure earners. We learned that from millionaires who've been doing network marketing for decades. So prospecting, inviting, presenting the business, overcoming objections, closing them, and getting them trained. So if you are not building a business that you want, instead of just saying, I suck at sponsoring, I'm just horrible, I'm never going to sponsor, I just suck at it, then you're going to stay sucking at it. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're always right. So the thing is, when you say, I can't sponsor, you're lying to yourself. So just change the lie and say, I can sponsor. I am a queen at sponsoring. Since you're already lying to yourself that you can't do it, change the lie. Change the lie. Look at yourself every day and say, I am amazing at sponsoring. So many people want to be in my business with me. I'm amazing at sponsoring. I'm amazing at sponsoring. When you're driving to work, I'm amazing at sponsoring. Everyone wants to be in business with me. I'm amazing. Stop your thoughts. If it's negative, it's a lie. It's a lie. And just change the lie so that you are good. You know, I am presenting the business to all these people. I am spending 10 minutes every single day learning the skills that I'm not so good at, because they truly are simple skills. Kylie was nice and said someone with an 8th grade education can do it. Like that, or she was being like stiff. My 5-year-old can do it. My 5-year-old does it. She invites people all the time to do business with me. Always. And so it's like, if she can make the invite, so can you. But if you don't even know, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to invite people to look at the business, then you need to do more personal development. And please don't just study unique presenters, because if you're just studying unique presenters, you're not using your time wisely. Brian Carruthers is someone who's amazing. Todd Falcone is absolutely incredible. One of my all-time favorites is Sarah Robbins, because she teaches at a kindergarten level. I'm dyslexic. I'm slow, not real smart. So I need someone to teach it in little bitty bites, little bitty steps. And Eric Worre is another person that's absolutely incredible. Who else are some other people that you guys are studying? I'm trying to think.
Liz,
Yo.
I was going to say, I'm so glad you mentioned Brian Carruthers, because that's exactly who I was thinking of when I was talking about the girl that told me, oh, nobody that starts now is going to get where you are. That's unheard of, because I'll never forget, I was brand new in the business, maybe a few months in, and I listened to a conference call. It was Nicole Smith, and she had Brian Carruthers as a special guest. And I never heard of the guy. I didn't know much about network marketing, but thank God I started on personal development from the beginning. Otherwise, I may not even be where I am, because I remember hearing that he said 20 years into his business, 20 years of his company existing is when he started it. So he literally signed up after 20 years of this company being in business, and he became $1 million earner. So tell me again, please try to tell me that you can't start now and become on that wall of influence, or be a 6- and 7-figure earner in network marketing. It's garbage, and you're not doing personal development if you believe that. So go do yourself a favor, look up people like Liz just mentioned, and then come back and tell me if you still believe that you can't do this, because there's no way. People have done it. They'll continue to do it. And if you don't believe people can continue to do it, then we're all going to be out of a job within a couple of years. So you got to change that for sure.
I agree. Anyone else have any questions or want to add anything to it? Amanda Daniels, I see you. I'm so happy you're on here. Good to see your smiling face back on these Zooms. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Hey, listen to this. Thursday, 10:30 a.m., we are doing another Zoom. Imagine that. Here's the cool thing. If you cannot get on, get your team on. Still get them plugged in, even if you can't. Get your sideline sisters on. Get your upline on. So then they can tell you and fill you in on what you missed. But every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we're here. And every Thursday, 10:30 a.m., we are here. So even if you cannot make it, get your team on. All right? Love you guys. I believe in you. I hope you believe in yourself. Have a good one.